First down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. A great into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's airing it out for... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan, he completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Jackson now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
You got nothing. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Mike, check. 59.
Jackson from the shotgun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think you got caught in between and created a foul.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Check. It's a data. Rip right. Kill. Hey, alert 3. 36. Check. Lucky.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch it. Will. Kill. Safe.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Joker. Watch out.
They'll try it now with Barber. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber taking it in as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Don't be scared. Hey, 59, ready. Come on, man. Ready to go.
Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Recon, 122 fighter.
1st down, Falcons.
Check 25, check 51,
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, check. 45 to Mike. Coming.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, check. Hey, South. 45. 6 man. Check curls. Hey, check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. The catch made by Miller. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jordan Evans able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Tavecchio is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready? Mike 25. Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, express, express. Kill. Turn up. Wait. Check one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down, Falcons.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Give to Cook out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready, blue ladies! Blue ladies! Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Switch.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
59, ready. He's checking. 21.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
At the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 51.
They go play action now. Ryan. Aaron it. Oh, wide open. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown. Falcons. Calvin Ridley. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd and goal. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now it's Jackson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, quick play. No. Check your hot read.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30, past the 20. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Scott Miller, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
It got his man complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the safety creep.
Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Down. Ready. Ready. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, Neil. 51, down. 45 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And now look at him go. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 76 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, his 2nd sack of the night.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
45. Gun. We want this. 21. Check 45 to Mike.
Throwing now is Ryan. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Atlanta.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Got three. Hey, Tuesday. Let him go.
A toss to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. This one is the...
Play the open beta this weekend.
Ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And Kansas City touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Push him back. Push him back. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. Now.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
218, chop. You got that right there. Check, check. Chase grip, grip.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run on first down. Smallwood, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey, you. Got two. Ready? Mike's 50. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, stick. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion. Here.
And 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
It's going to be a long day.
A shotgun throw for Stick. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Stick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dylan Cole. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Allen, the intended receiver. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Take it. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Jim. Yellow. Jim. Kill.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll be brought down with the first down, and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Kill. 15. Slam. Check 31.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 29-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I don't need to. Hey, here I go.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
You got him. You got him. Ha ha, you got him.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Now here's Mahomes. And he slides to avoid the hit. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Switch. 52's the mark, boy. 52. Hit it.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Looking for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
Big stop, let's go.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, 43, 15. Let's go. Slam. Check nickel.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Bind, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Uchenna Nwosu getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
At the 29-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
45.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And a nice stiff arm that opens room to run. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stick looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Shoot. Under 10. 10. Now. Watch the twist.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. Quincy Wilson in on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, Mike 50. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, exit. Mike Badu. Here we go. Mike 52.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Mahomes steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option to Gordon out left. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Rock it. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
61, matchbox lights.
From just shy of midfield, Stick, and his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. So third down coming up. And Charles, I guess a question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
Now Stick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Again, it's Bell. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Running with Howard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference.
Moderators are awesome.
They're helping you build a community.
Dependable.
They keep our communities safe.
Moderators are unsung heroes.
When I first heard that Miller Lite was choosing to support moderators, I was really excited.
They're the first brand to think about the moderators.
Seeing Miller Lite hail the moderators, it's a really cool thing to see, so thank you.
Stay tuned to see what Miller Lite does for moderators at TwitchCon.
Cheers to the moderators.